Thank you, God, for making human beings in your likeness for your enjoyment, and for making butterflies for our enjoyment. Butterflies are beautiful, aren't they? They're one of my favorite insects. The next is bees, because I love their honey. I am wearing one of my favorite tops. It has blue butterflies on it. As a child, I used to chase them with a fishing net. My parents knew I couldn't do them any harm, because if they landed on the net, they could fly through the big holes. I'm glad I didn't catch any. They're too beautiful to confine. Butterflies have a life cycle that is a real transformation, a metamorphosis. As a child, I saw a chrysalis moving. I carefully clipped around the edges, not wanting to harm the butterfly inside, to help the butterfly to fly out. So I thought. I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Then I ran to Dad, and I explained what I had done. He said, "What you meant for kindness has backfired. It was only by the struggle that the butterfly emerging out of the chrysalis that it would be able to fly, as this pumps blood into its wings." Oh, I was in tears, and I told the butterfly I was sorry. I mentioned that I love blue butterflies. Well, blue is my favorite color. Is it yours? My eldest grandchild's favorite color is green. I have 3 grandchildren that like red, and one of them also likes yellow along with the red. Then I have another grandchild that loves yellow, and my last one loves blue, like me. What is your favorite color? Leave a comment below. I want to tell you about a true story. The names are not. I have just put them in. Dawn and Rhea were a married couple. They had been married long enough to have a son, Blake, who was living in another state with his own family. Rhea had had enough. Her alcoholic husband, Don, had promised to stop drinking, and he hadn't. She decided to go to her solicitor and have him draw up the divorce papers. When she told Dom, he was a broken man. He went down on his knees and he prayed to Jesus. "Help me." That's all he said. After he came back up, alcohol was repulsive to him. He told his wife, but she didn't believe him. He phoned Blake and told him that his mother had filed for a divorce. Blake invited his dad to come and live with him and his family. Some months passed, and Dom was still sober. At Blake's insistence, Rhea came for a visit. She couldn't believe the difference in her ex-husband. Dom's friends offered to pray for Rhea. She thought to herself, "I don't need prayer." And then when she looked at their smiling faces, she nodded her head. After they prayed, Rhea was able to forgive Dom, and a lightness took over her being. She felt like a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She returned home a happier person. A few months passed, and Dom felt a pain in his chest. This was not new to him. He had had previous heart attacks. This time he got down on his knees and he prayed to God. "Lord, if my time is come, I'm okay with that. But if you want me to live, I need a new heart." Blake was on the phone to his mom, telling her about his dad's latest heart attack. Rhea offered to care for him like she did in previous times. When the doctor gave the okay, Dom took the flight back to his former home. He had given Rhea their home in the settlement. She had made an appointment to see his specialist, as all his medical records were kept there. He ran tests, and the results amazed even him. He said, "Dom, I can't explain this, but there's all indications that your heart is like the man of a 30-year-old. Maybe he can't explain it, but we can, can't we? We know Dom prayed to God, and God gave him a new heart. In Romans chapter 12, verse 2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is possible when we surrender our lives to Jesus." Thank you for spending your day with me, and the Lord willing, until we meet again, have a groovy day.